Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in this world. I'm DJ Unification, also known as Double Dragon 912. And today, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I want to do another top 10 for you guys and girls. Wow, I know it's been a while since I did a top 10 anime, ladies and gentlemen. I had to take a little break on that, give y'all a little breather. And today I want to do my top 10 action animes of all time. Wow, y'all know about y'all action, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know when you get a good action anime, you be hype. Back and forth, fighting all the way through it, and just a clean cut action anime. Ain't nothing wrong with them, ladies and gentlemen. Before I got into isekai and romantic anime, which I am now, I watch them more than I do this genre. The main genre I was watching was action anime. I love action anime. Y'all know them. I'm not even going to name some of them because, if I name some of them, they'll give away the top 10. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me stop talking. Let's get into this. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 10 has to be, she is the one named Sailor Moon. Wow. Sailor Moon, ladies and gentlemen. Serena, Sailor Mars, Venus, Jupiter. Who else we had? The other two, there is let me go and say it because I didn't really say it on my top 20 favorite anime, but I'm going to say it now. They're trying to push an agenda on this one. That was way back in the 90s. That's crazy. They got two lesbian Sailor Scouts. Sailor, I forgot their two names, but it's in there. I ain't want y'all to think I'm discriminating on just, agendas anyway. The agenda is there. They got two lesbian rangers, and they try to push that agenda. They dedicated a whole episode for it. Back in the day, and I didn't even know back in the day because back in the day, they wasn't having that, which was cool. They made it where they was cousins, but come to find out they lesbian lovers, which it really didn't have nothing to do with the whole Sailor Moon arc. They didn't even need to put that in there. That's where it started at, ladies and gentlemen. That stuff been around for years, but really and truly just letting a lot of stuff fly now. Just want to let y'all know, forewarn y'all before y'all watch Sailor Moon. That agenda pushing crap is in there, so sucks, but it's still a great anime. Basically, Serena is this princess, basically Queen Serenity of the the new future Neotopia, something like that, future world, and Queen Barrels in the all-time period. She's trying to destroy the world, and you just trying to keep peace. And you got all the Sailor Scouts to try to stop her and all her antics. You got, like I said, Serena, hot. Mars, hot. Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, Neptune. All of them are pretty. My favorite used to be Serena, but she with tuxedo mask, basically Princess Darius. So I guess I'll go with Mars, fire itself. But tight anime. Fighting the evil by the moonlight, winning love by daylight. The song tells you exactly what's going on in the anime. Never running from a real fight. It's right there. So, ladies and gentlemen, coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 10 has to be, she is the one named Sailor Moon. Moving right along. Moving right along. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep this party rolling. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 9 on my top 10 favorite action animes of all time has to be Outlaw Star. Y'all know that intro? Wow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Outlaw Star been out for a while, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome anime. I first watched it back on Toonami. Shout out to Toonami Cartoon Network. I don't really know where you can watch this one at, or Sailor Moon. I don't know where you can watch it at either. My guess, the best thing to do is just go ahead and buy it, because I bought Outlaw Star a while back on Blu-ray. It wasn't that much, about $20, $30. Shouldn't cost you that much. Check it out on Amazon or eBay. Same way with Sailor Moon. Make sure if you're gonna buy Sailor Moon, buy the original Sailor Moon. Don't buy Sailor Moon Crystal. That is trash, garbage. Don't do that. That's like playing Final Fantasy 7 regarbage. Don't buy that. Just buy the original Sailor Moon. But anyways, Outlaw Star about Gene Starwind. He pilots what the title of the anime says, Outlaw Star. And he's got a set of crew. He got Mel Feeney, who pilots the Outlaw Star. Hot. Twilight Suzuka. Hot. Aza Clan. Hot. His little brother Jim. All of them are, part of the crew. And it's not really a harem. I know Melfina is in love with Jean Starwind, and Twilight Suzuka likes Jean Starwind. Just 2 women like him. And they had a hint at that Aza Clan and Jim had something going on, but I don't know how far it went to, because she might have just been concerned with Jim, because she said, now Jim's out the way, I can really fight. She might have been like a motherly thing. I don't know if she really liked Jim like that. I'm not for sure. Who knows? It's up to us to interpret it though. But Outlaw Star is an awesome anime, ladies and good 26 episodes. They said in the manga there's actually some more adventures they went on, but we never did get the rest of the series. And if you buy the Blu-ray and you watch at the end of the Blu-ray, it says there's more adventures that they need to go on, but we never heard nothing about it. I think they just put that on the Blu-ray just to get people to buy it. But man, I would love to see them finish out Outlaw Star. If I had enough money, I'd buy Outlaw Star and finish it out. Let y'all see what else was going on in Outlaw Star. Cause they probably got plenty more adventures they could do, fighting them pirates, some evil pirates and all type of stuff. It's an awesome anime. Got good action in it, and it's a space anime, so the action gonna be there. I highly advise it. Like I said, you can't really watch it on those streaming services. I don't know what streaming service to watch it on, but I highly just recommend just buy it on Blu-ray or DVD. It shouldn't cost you that much. It shouldn't cost you an arm and a leg. So coming in, ladies and gentlemen, at number, what we got, 9, it's Outlaw Star. Moving right along. Moving right along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep this party rolling. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 8 has to be Yu Yu Hakusho. All in the crowd, in a faceless town, I need to feel the touch of a friend. Y'all know that intro. Wow. Now, Yu Yu Hakusho is about Yusuke, Urameshi, him, Keiko, hot, Botan, hot, Kuwabara, Hiei's sister, she's hot too. Kuwabara like her, but he just don't say nothing to Hiei, because he ain't crazy. I get it. He ain't got no sense. And his Kurama, whole band of friends. He got 2 demons on this party, but the whole season's about Hiei too, but Urameshi trying to protect Earth from demons. There's a big demon realm out there, and these different villains are trying to open up the demon realm to let the demons just come over here on Earth and just wreak havoc. And it's up to Yusuke, being a spirit detective that he is, to stop that from happening. If you did not know, Yusuke, he got his powers first and foremost. He had died. One of these animes where he died at the beginning, and he died. He was being selfless. He saved the little girl's life. When he saved her life, they made him a spirit detective, and then he got his life back, and then he became a spirit detective. Now, there's a lot of action in this anime. Let me tell you, it's action from beginning to the end. They got the best action part of it is going to be the Dark Tournament. That's the first tournament that they have. And then you have the second Dark Tournament, like it's in the Demon Realm. But the Dark Tournament is off the chain. You see Yusuke fight Toguro there. You see him do that knife fight with old dude. You see Hiei fight. You see Kurama fight. You see some of the best fights in the Dark Tournament. And it's an awesome anime, ladies and good move. I always call this, if you ever hear somebody say this, I said this first. I'm taking ownership of it, yes. First, I always call Yu Yu Hakusho a baby Dragon Ball Z, because if you like Dragon Ball Z and all the action, you would like Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, I'll get straight and say Yu Yu Hakusho, because there's a lot of action, a lot of training arts. Genkai, she training Yusuke. All type of training arts and all type of stuff in this anime, ladies and gentlemen, which makes it number 8 on this list, because it's, number 8, there's a lot of great action. You will like this anime. I highly recommend you watch it. Where can you watch it? I'm not for sure. Last I checked, I don't know how they do this. Yu Yu Hakusho was on Netflix, but I don't know where you can find it. I highly recommend you just go ahead and buy it. Buy it off Blu-ray, buy the Blu-ray or the DVD off Amazon or eBay. Also, once you watch the anime first. But after you watch the anime, go to Netflix and type in Yu Yu Hakusho live action movie and go watch the live action movie, because this is one of the few live action movies that was actually great. I enjoyed it. They did everything right. And it ain't exactly like the anime, but when you watch it, like, yes, they did a good job on that. They did an excellent job on the live action movie. Whoever did the live action movie Yu Yu Hakusho, they should do the live action movie for Dragon Ball, Naruto, and any other anime they want to do, those cats, they need to do it. Shout out to the cats that did the live action movie with Yu Yu Hakusho. Here we go. Good job. Good job. Double Dragon 912 approves that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 8 has to be Yu Yu Hakusho. Moving right along. Moving right along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to number 7. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 7 on my top 10 favorite action animes of all time has to be Gun X Sword. Wow. Now, this, ladies and gentlemen, Gun X Sword is about Vaughn. I think Vaughn or the Don that he called himself. He got several names in anime. It's all about him getting his revenge. Cool, laid back dude, won't bother you. Well, what happened was the man with the claw went there and killed his wife. And I don't know why he did that. He went there and killed his wife, and when he went there and killed his wife, his whole mission is to get his revenge. Ain't no ifs and buts about it. They try to talk to him about it. He like, no, ain't no talking. He wants to get his revenge, hands down. And he ends up getting a band of people that want to be with him. You got old girl, she fell in love with him from the get-go. And then you got the other girl, she's hot. Then Priscilla, got my mom's name. Shout out to you, Mama Caldwell. A couple of women on there that like Vaughn. But his whole thing, he just want to get his revenge. And then there's another guy that the man with the claw killed his wife too, and they both want to get their revenge. But it's a great anime, great 26 episodes. I don't know where you can watch this one at. Like I said, go buy it. I bought it off of Amazon a long time ago on the Save, that little green thing, or Save X, something like that, where you can save so much money on buying the complete box set. It is worth the purchase. I highly recommend you buy this one. Great 26 episode action from beginning to the end. When he calmed down that Bond or done, he made that beat. And when that robot come down, be somewhere else. Cause somebody about to die tonight. You wanna go night night? You wanna go night night? That's what's about to happen. Well, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 7 has to be Gun X Sword. Moving right along. Moving right along. Alright, ladies, let's keep this party rolling. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 6 has to be Ronin Kenshin. Wow, also known as Samurai X or whatever. Why this makes number 6, ladies? There's a lot of action throughout this one, but it's thinking action. It ain't just some mindless hacking slashing. It's some thinking action. And why I like this anime so much, when you go watch my top 20 favorite anime of all time, is because Kenshin is a repentant killer. Now, you know, like I said, we all have sinned to come short of God's glory, but Kenshin, you know, he's a repentant killer. He done wrong, but he's trying to right his wrong. And like I said in my last video, anytime you try to turn from your wicked ways, the devil will tempt you to try to go back down those evil paths. But the whole time, Kenshin stays on the righteous path, and he's fighting that good fight. And shout out to Kaoru and his little, basically his family keeps Kenshin in line. If it wasn't for those, Kenshin been killed dead by it, for real. But Kaoru, Sanosuke Sagara, Yaiko, the doctor, all of them, and then the little, they're adorable set of little Gensai's grandchildren. Those adorable grandchildren, they will keep Kenshin in line. Yeah, he better be happy, because if Kenshin, he didn't have them, that man would kill everybody. He would go on a man-slaying path. But it's a good anime, good action. It's all about him trying to right his wrongs, and he's a repentant killer. And I highly recommend you watch this. I think you can watch the original one on Hulu, the original one. But they are making a remake. I don't know how good this remake is, because the original guy that made Kenshin is making it. Because if you did not know, correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section. After the Shishio saga, the famous Shishio saga in Ronin Kenshin, the rest of the anime was made up by some people. They said it was completely made up. But now the remake that they're doing, the main guy that's over it, he's doing it arc by arc. So I need to watch that so I can give y'all a review on that. But there's two places to watch it. You watch the remake on Crunchyroll. But to watch the original one, I recommend you watch it on Hulu or Disney Plus. But yeah, coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 6 has to be Rolling Kenshin. Also, ladies and gentlemen, after you watch the anime, I recommend that you go watch the movies, the live action movies. The Japanese version now, not if you don't see the Japanese version on there, don't watch it. But the Japanese version of the live action movies are awesome. I watched the first one. I haven't watched the second and third one yet. But they're great. The first one is great. I can speak to that. I can't speak to the second and third one. Go watch the live action movie. Tell me what you think. Yeah, let's keep moving.
Just to be served.
Let's see, we on number 5. Yeah, at the halfway point. Thank you guys and girls for sticking with me for so long. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 5 on my top 10 favorite action animes of all time has to be My Hero Academia. Wow. Now, My Hero Academia is off the chain. We got All Might. All Might is here. Now, what makes this one so good? Because this shows kindness at its fullest, and how when you have a good heart, people try to treat you like garbage. Now, the main story is about All Might. He's, the most powerful hero. And if you did not know, in My Hero Academia, in that world, not everybody, but people have quirks. And when you have a quirk, you have a special superpower. And there's this one, the main character, Deku. Deku always wanted to be a hero, but he never had a quirk. But Deku had a good heart. And because he had a good heart, he had a so-called friend named Bakudo, which Bakudo treated him like garbage. One for Deku, Bakudo could be a villain. I'm telling you, he could be. But what Deku did, Bakudo was basically got kidnapped and basically about to die, but Deku stepped in, quirkless, and saved his life. And when he did that, All Might saw that, and he took pity on him. When he saw that, he blessed Deku with the strongest quirk in that anime. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he's the best Deku with the strongest quirk in that anime. And not everybody can handle that. Y'all like, man, that ain't fair. No, it is fair. Not everybody can handle the strongest quirk in the world, because with great power comes great responsibilities. Now, Deku can handle it because he's humble, good dude, and, it was meant for him because he's a good dude. God ain't going to bless everybody with everything, ladies and gentlemen, because he know what people can handle. Deku can handle that because he humble, and he ain't gonna try to flaunt it in front of everybody. He ain't gonna try to take over the world. His thing is trying to defend everybody and save lives. And although Bakudo and them treat this man like straight trash, he's still a good person. Like I said in prior videos, I'm gonna say this again, bring it on home. It is hard. It is hard in this fallen world we live in, because that's a fallen anime too, to be a good person. It's hard. It's easy to be a scumbag. It's so easy to be a scumbag. It takes no effort. But to be a good person, that takes effort. So shout out to all my good people that's doing good things around this world. Shout out to you. God ain't sleep. He see what you're doing, and he will bless you. I'm still alive, still breathing, in my right mind. They let you know right there that God will bless you. If I'm still here, he gonna take care of you. Just don't give up. We gotta fight together. Fight that good fight. Just like Deku. So coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 5 has to be My Hero Academia. All Might is here. Moving right along. Moving right along.
Different kinds of beasts have different kinds of weaknesses. Wouldn't be able to damage knights without enough strength.
Alright, rolling. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 4 has to be solo leveling. Wow. Solo leveling, you say? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, solo leveling is off the chain. It's about in this world, there's different portals that don't open up, and these monsters are invading our world. And not everybody in the world, but certain people in the world are hunters, and they classify them by power. You got your E rank hunters, your D rank hunters, your C, B, A, all the way up to S and beyond. And the main character in this anime, Genu-san, I got his name right this time. Haha, progress. He is what's called the E hunter. He barely has enough power. He gets joked on, talked about. They say he's the weakest hunter ever. Blah, 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 blah. They talk about this man like he's a dog, like he's straight trash. And they finally get on the job where they have a choice. Gino known to be getting hurt all the time, and there's one girl, I call her waifu. I wife her up. She's always healing Gino, and she be worried about him. She said, since you always getting hurt all the time, she said, after we get out of this, you got to take me out to a meal. And Gino like, huh? And she was shocked. She said, is it so wrong for you to take me out for a meal? And right before they're about to get taken out he gonna take him out to a meal. She gonna take him out to a meal. This happened. They had a choice. Just spoiler, little spoiler. Kind of the first episode. They had a choice. They could either go through this dungeon and get all the spoils that come out of this dungeon. They don't know how powerful the people in there. Or they can go back home. There's 13 of them. 6 voted to go back home, and 7 voted for them to go in there. And you know who had the deciding vote, right? Gino, the main character. And you wonder why he didn't go back home, Double Dragon? The reason why, because Gino got bills to pay. His mama in the hospital. His little sister go to school. Got to pay for her school. When you got bills to pay, you tend to do stuff you would think twice of. If he didn't have bills to pay, he probably like, nah, I'm good. But he got bills to pay. I understand. So they went in the dungeon, and all hell broke loose. And 6 of them died, and 6 of them survived. I think 7 of them died, but 6 of them survived. Gino ended up sacrificing himself and told everybody to escape, because the girl that was with him and the main leader, he was gonna stay. They was gonna both stay with him, but he told them to leave and get out, and that he would stay behind. But the rest of them just left. They just low down dirty like that. He told them to leave and get out, and he would stay behind. And there you go. From that's where our story begins. And of course, he didn't die, and he's the only hunter in that world that can level up. See, in that world, every hunter in that world gets a certain level. You either born as a D, C, B, E, whatever. You can't level up. You can maintain your strength, but you can't really level up in your powers. But Gino, the main character, he's the only hunter that can level up. And boy, he gets powers on top of power. He OP. Now, there's a little argument going on that's saying that, well, not really argument, because they said the same that I said. The creators of Solo Leveling said it has potential to be on the same level as, Dragon Ball. This guy right here has potential now to be competing, not beat it, but potential to be competing with it. It has potential. We got to see what else happens, because it got 2 seasons. Awesome anime. Go watch it on Crunchyroll. I highly recommend you watch this. They got 2 seasons out right now. Go watch it on Crunchyroll. You won't regret it. You're going to get your action fix there, because you're going to love the way he levels up. You're going to love the action sequences. And all you graphics here that love graphics, y'all like that, because they say it's the top-notch anime studios is doing this. It is awesome, ladies and gentlemen. I highly recommend you watch this anime for your action fix. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 4 has to be Solo Leveling. Let's keep moving right along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep this party rolling. Coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 3 has to be, I'm the greatest Hokage. Believe it. Naruto. Wow. Naruto sibling, by the way, not Boruto. That's trash. Now, Naruto, ladies and gentlemen, has a lot of action in it from beginning to start. It's all about Naruto. The whole village shunned this man, treated him like garbage, pushed him to the side, and he only had one person basically from the beginning that had his back. He didn't know she had his back, but she always loved him. Hinata. She waifu. You put a ring on Hinata whenever you can. And about him coming up, trying to control that demon fox inside of him, and his road to being a Hokage. Awesome anime, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of action, a lot of good fights. I'm doing it a disservice by talking about it too much, so I'm gonna sit up right now. But ladies and gentlemen, awesome anime. Go watch Naruto either on what was it? I saw that on Disney Plus, Hulu. Yeah, watch Naruto. It's awesome anime. Naruto and Naruto sibling. Boruto, take your chances on that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 3 has to be Naruto. Believe it. Moving right along. Moving right along.
Kai Kamishi Ninoyari. You're not getting away.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 2 has to be Bleach. Wow. No, not the Bleach that you wash your clothes off with, but Bleach. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Main character in Bleach is Ichigo Kurosaki. And next thing you know, he gets Soul Reaper powers. And basically try to protect our world and the spiritual world. And they go through all type of battles on top of battles on top of battles. And Bleach, don't get me wrong, Naruto got good intros and outros too, but Bleach got some of the best intros and outros you can see. For my music fans out there like myself, you're gonna love some of these intros and outros. Yeah, don't get me started. I love some Bleach intros and outros. Those anime intros and outros get me hype. I highly recommend you watch Bleach, and then after you finish watching Bleach, go watch Bleach 1000 Year Blood War. That's going on now as we speak. I'm trying to wait till the last part finish, and once the last part finish, I'm definitely going to watch that, and I'm looking forward to all that, ladies. And Bleach is one of the best animes of all time, and love Bleach, ladies and gentlemen. Real good. Ichigo just fighting demons, basically. That's basically what Ichigo is doing as a Soul Reaper, Shimigami Substitute Soul Reaper, whatever you want to call it. Ichigo is OP, and he don't get it automatically. Ichigo got to work for his powers. He trained to get it now. He don't just be giving it to him like a lot of these Isekais. Such I talk my Isekai fans out there. I love Isekai. Don't get me wrong. A lot of them are just giving powers, but Ichigo and Naruto, they gotta train for their stuff. They just not giving nothing on the silver platter. Them two have to work to get their powers. I give them credit where credit due. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, coming in, ladies and gentlemen, number 2 has to be Bleach. Moving right along. Moving right along.
His moves are incredible. Finally, I'm going to rip him apart.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, come and my last, I'll get in straight in a second. And my last and the number one favorite action anime of all time is, y'all already know. If you know me, been watching anime for a long time. Dragon Ball Z. Here we go. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Dragon Ball Z. Wow. You want like, really, Double Dragon? That's so cliche. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, out of all these animes I done watched in my life, Dragon Ball Z is still the best anime of all time. And since we're doing action anime, it's the best action anime of all time. Period. Hands down. No debate, no question. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of Isekai anime and a lot of like Solo Leveling coming up the ladder. They coming up there, but they still ain't reached the top. When you think best action anime from beginning to end, you have to go with Dragon Ball Z. Period. Don't get me wrong, Dragon Ball Z gonna have some fillers where they up there talking for about 20 minutes. You be like, man, come on with the action. But for the most part, it's action all the way through. Saiyan Saga, Vegeta, when Goku and Vegeta first class, when Goku fought Cell, Gohan fought Cell. Then when he fought Frieza, Goku fought Frieza. Then we fought Boo. And then let's go on to Dragon Ball Super, which is good too. The Tournament of Power, all that. Nothing but action on top of action on top of action on top of action, ladies and gentlemen. You want a good action fix? You action battle junkies, action junkies out there? Watch Dragon Ball Z. Hate on it like you want. Say what you want about Dragon Ball Z. When it comes to action, they are the best at it. They are the best. Hands down, Dragon Ball Z is the best action anime of all time. hands down. No question, no contest. But yeah, and you know you can watch Dragon Ball Z on Crunchyroll, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, and Hulu. It's everywhere. Dragon Ball Z everywhere. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps up, ladies and gentlemen, for this of my top 10 favorite action anime of all time. Leave comments below, ladies and gentlemen, your top 10 favorite action anime of all time. Would really like to know down below. Thank you guys and girls so much for watching. Stay tuned for more great videos like this on the way. Double Dragon 912 signing out. Peace out.